I hope I... Professor Fig!
Has something?
And they...
How do you feel?
Incredible. I won't forget that taste anytime soon. How do I sound?
Convincing. I've taken the liberty of transfiguring your robes. As we discussed, you'll need the password from Scrope, who could be anywhere in the castle. You might look for Professor Kagawa. She's taken to badgering the poor elf.
I see.
It's rather strange to hear gratitude coming from Professor Black. I'll see you there.
Now to find the Headmaster's house elf.
Professor, a moment of your time, please. Professor, I was hoping to catch you.
Places to be, Professor Sharp, places to be.
Of course, sir. Only, you'd asked me about a particular potion, and I
did? I did, yes. Well, spit it out, Sharp. I don't have all day.
Probably best not to discuss it here, sir.
I assure you, Sharp, you may...
Very well. I've brewed the cure for boils you wanted. I can drop it by your office when it's convenient.
Of course, yes. No need for all the cloak and dagger. Simply have a student deliver it.
A student. Very well, sir, if you insist.
I do. And thank you, Sharp. I just hope you've brewed enough for all my boils.
Now, to determine which student gets this...
You call that a shine on those boots? Do better. I haven't time for any of you at the moment. None. None at all. Move aside.
What could the Headmaster want?
Gareth. Mr. Weasley, what are you doing here?
Oh, Professor! Yes, of course. All sorts of places I'd rather be right now. Do you need something from me?
I'm looking for my house elf. Surely you...
Ah, the little one-eared fellow. I saw him heading to the Great Hall moments ago, muttering on about your,
I am watching you, Mr. Weasley. Mr. Redding, who owns Honeydukes, tells me some of his billywig stings recently were prime potion ingredient. And I know you fancy...
What? But, sir, I haven't been...
Bah! That's enough from you. On your way, Mr...
Well, there's one for my diary.
Ah! Greetings! I mean, out of my way, children!
Headmaster, here, what could you want?
Mr. Gaunt!
I beg your pardon, sir. I'm simply on my way outside.
Taking the day off, eh? Typical student. Wait.
I have to write 20 inches on Dittany and its uses. Was heading to the greenhouse.
Ah, yes! Mixed with, bubo tuba pus makes a fine, mustache.
Are you feeling all right, sir? You don't seem...
I assure you I am quite healthy, Gaunt. If I need a medical diagnosis, I shall head to St. Mungo. When I...
Something is very wrong with...
Professor, a word? Professor Black? Again, it is not too late to reconsider your... We could still have trials and a somewhat shortened season. It would be better than...
But the injury, Madam Kagawa.
Professor, more than one student has taken a bludger to the head on our pitch. I dare say it knows some... And they're fine now. The fact that it...
What nonsense! That you would trivialize the health of a student over a silly...
A silly game? You have a good mind to write to the Department of Magical Games and Sports at the Ministry about you.
Good idea. I can even provide the parchment should you need it. Now,
Parchment? Very well, I will, and with pleasure. And I spotted Scrope in the Great Hall. Seems to be avoiding me.
I wonder why. Good day, Madam Kagawa.
What did we do to deserve him as a headmaster?
I wonder almost daily why I accepted this appointment from the Ministry.
I don't know what Madam
I hope it's not about anything I've been doing.
Miss Broom, a word.
Oh, Professor, this is an interesting...
Remind me of your area of affinity, Broom. O.W.
Charms, sir. Non-verbal spells.
Well, keep at it, Broom. And
They're not invisible, sir. Something seems a little off with the headmaster.
chewing with your mouth open? Where are your manners?
Professor, a word, please. Hello, Professor Black.
Ah, Professor Weasley. How delightful to see you.
Sir?
Since I have you here, I wonder if I might...
Oh,
I've decided to give him a bit more leeway with his...
leeway, Professor? Are you sure that's wise? I confess I do worry for his students. He's rarely here.
I realize that, and I'd like to keep it that way.
I see. But, sir, if I may, I am wary of how much time the new fifth year seems to be spending away from the... I've heard unsettling rumors of their escapades. Everything from sneaking to confronting Ranrock's loyalists and...
What? Goodness. You cannot believe everything you hear, Professor. No. I mean, I shall keep an eye on Fig. You simply keep doing the wonderful job that you... Good. That'll be all, Weasley.
A wonderful job. Leeway for Professor Fig?
That ought to give Professor Fig some breathing room.
Hope's as hard a worker as any house elf.
Ahem! Attention, students! I hereby decree that the Great Hall be forthwith decorated scrope! Remind me of the past...
Oh, but not...
How?
Yes, sir. It is the black fat...
Right.
Master does...
It's pure bloods forever, isn't it?
Close, Master. Scrope thinks Master is indeed testing Scrope. It is always pure.
Obviously.
And, of course, as...
Yes, of course.
Master knows that Scrope's French is most...
There is another matter, Scrope. I confiscated this filthy diary from a student. It smells of
Oh, Apollonia's diary.
Whatever you wish, Scrope. Now, off with you. The Polyjuice potion's wearing off. I best get out of sight. Yeah. Made it just in time. It's wearing off.
Fig was right. I can't believe it worked. Now to speak the password to the gargoyle.